In our world, strange things are happening. Aliens from outer space are visiting Earth, but nobody knows about it. That's because there's a secret organization called MIB, Men in Black, that deals with these alien visitors. MIB is so secret that not even the government knows about it. Two MIB agents, Henry and High T, are standing in front of the famous Eiffel Tower in Paris. Henry is the best agent in MIB, and High T is the boss of the whole organization. They've received a message that a very bad alien is hiding on top of the Eiffel Tower. They need to catch it before it causes trouble. As they go up to the top of the tower, they realize that this alien is not just any alien. It's a hive alien, a type of alien that's known for being very dangerous. These aliens have created a huge tunnel called a wormhole inside the Earth. They want to use this tunnel to bring their entire species to our planet. But that's not all. The hive aliens plan to kill all humans and take over the Earth. Henry and High T know they have to stop them. They take out their high-tech guns and start shooting at the alien. The battle is intense, but the two agents are well-trained and well-equipped. After a fierce fight, they finally manage to kill the hive alien. We go back in time 23 years to a house in Brooklyn where a family of three lives. There's a husband, a wife, and their young daughter, Molly. One day, a small alien appears in their house, and shortly after, a car pulls up outside. Two agents from the secret organization MIB, Men in Black, step out of the car and approach the house. The agents ask Molly's parents if they've seen any strange creatures around, but they deny it. The agents then ask if anyone else lives in the house, but Molly's parents are too scared to mention their daughter. They're intimidated by the agent's presence and don't want to reveal anything. The agents take out a small device that emits a bright light. When the light shines on Molly's parents, their memories of the past few minutes are erased. They won't remember the agent's visit or anything that happened during that time. But Molly, who's been watching from upstairs, remembers everything. She's also been hiding the small alien, and she helps it escape from the house, saving its life from the MIB agents. Over the next 23 years, Molly becomes obsessed with uncovering the truth about the MIB agents and their organization. She trains herself in various skills, determined to become an MIB agent herself. Molly is trying to find out about a secret agency that deals with aliens. She asks many government officials, but no one knows anything about it. So she decides to take matters into her own hands. Molly hacks into NASA's computer system and finds out that a mysterious object is coming from space towards Earth. She goes to the location where it's supposed to land, but when she gets there, nothing seems to be happening. She thinks she's made a mistake. As she's leaving, she notices a group of pigeons flying towards a railing, but instead of landing, they disappear into thin air. Molly realizes that there must be an invisible wall or barrier there. Curious, Molly walks through the invisible wall and finds a UFO, alien spaceship, on the other side. An alien comes out of the ship and is captured by two men in black coats, just like the ones she saw when she was a child. Molly follows the men and ends up at the headquarters of the secret agency, MIB. She dresses up like an agent to blend in, and the guard doesn't stop her. But when she takes the elevator to the upper floors, she's recognized by the MIB agents. They catch her and take her to meet Agent O, the head of the agency. Molly's report is thoroughly checked, and to Agent O's surprise, there is no criminal record in her entire history. Agent O decides to erase Molly's memory and let her go, but Molly overhears the plan and decides to speak up. Molly explains to Agent O that 23 years ago, she saw a small alien in her house, and two agents in black suits came to her house and erased her parents' memories. However, they didn't know that Molly saw them, and since then, she's been curious about people from other worlds. She's done extensive research and training to learn more about them. Molly expresses her desire to become an MIB agent, and Agent O is impressed by her determination. Agent O asks Molly about her family, and Molly reveals that her parents have passed away and she's alone in the world. Agent O sees this as an advantage, as MIB often requires agents who don't have personal attachments. Molly is given a chance to join the MIB team, but she's told that she's not a permanent agent yet. Agent O explains that she'll be sent to the UK to work with High T, the head of the UK branch of MIB, and that her performance will be evaluated before she can become a permanent agent. Molly travels to London on a high-tech train and arrives at the MIB office where she meets High T. High T shows Molly various gadgets and tools that MIB agents use to fight and confront aliens. In the same city, a man is cleaning when the lights suddenly go out. He goes to check the lights and is met with flashing lightning. Two aliens known as the twins appear behind him and take over his body, changing his form. They are now able to roam the Earth in their new disguise. The twins go to a shop where aliens live, and they meet a small alien named Pony. They ask Pony if he knows anything about a royal alien who has recently arrived on Earth, whom they want to eliminate. Meanwhile, Molly meets Henry, also known as as Agent H for the first time. She is told that he is the best agent in MIB and has solved many big cases. High T, the head of MIB, briefs Henry on a new case. An alien from the royal family has come to Earth, and his life is in danger. If anything happens to him, his entire race will attack Earth, and it's up to Henry to save him. Molly learns about the royal alien's arrival on Earth and decides to meet Henry to ask if she can work with him on the case. Initially, Henry is hesitant, but Molly's persistence eventually wins him over. He agrees to let her join him on the case, and they head to a party where the royal alien is expected to be. At the party, Henry and Molly meet the royal alien, who is a friend of Henry's. The alien is delighted to see Henry, and they exchange warm greetings. However, the party is disrupted by the arrival of the twin aliens, who release a virus that affects the royal alien's health. Henry rushes to the royal alien's side and tries to help him, but before he can say anything, his condition worsens. Henry and Molly quickly take the royal alien outside and put him in a car, intending to get him to safety. However, the twins are hot on their heels, and they blow up the car, injuring the royal alien further. Henry and Molly escape the blast and confront the twins. Henry tells Molly to go to the royal alien and make sure he's safe while he deals with the twins. Henry engages the twins in a fierce battle, using his advanced weapons to try and take them down. Meanwhile, Molly rushes to the royal alien's side and finds him badly injured. He tries to tell her something, but struggles to speak. He hands her a crystal ball and whispers that High T, the head of MIB, has changed and that many of the agents have been compromised. He tells Molly that she can't trust anyone and that she must be careful. The royal alien's final words are that the crystal ball can save the Earth and that an attack is imminent. With that, he dies, and Molly is left holding the crystal ball. She decides to keep it a secret for now and joins Henry in attacking the twins. The twins are forced to retreat, and Henry and Molly head back to MIB headquarters to report to High T. High T is furious with Henry for failing to protect the royal alien, and he's about to fire him and erase his memory. But Molly intervenes, pointing out that only a few agents knew about the location of the meeting with the royal alien. This means that one of their own agents must be a traitor, working with the aliens. High T is forced to agree with Molly's logic, and he assigns her and Agent C to investigate the case. Henry is demoted and given a desk job, but as soon as they leave High T's office, he tells Molly that he knows the virus that killed the royal alien. He suggests that they investigate the source of the virus, and Molly agrees. They decide to sneak out of the office and start their own investigation, without High T's knowledge. Henry and Molly arrive at the location where the virus was created, but they're met with destruction and chaos. The shop where the twins had visited earlier is now in ruins, and a small alien named Pony is the only survivor. Pony is devastated by the loss of his companions and wants to give up, but Molly convinces him to come with her and leave the destruction behind. Meanwhile, Agent C reports back to High T, the head of MIB, with a video footage that shows the royal alien giving a crystal ball to Molly. Agent C accuses Molly of being a traitor, claiming that she's working with the aliens and has betrayed MIB. High T believes Agent C's accusations and orders agents to eliminate Molly and Henry and to retrieve the crystal ball. High T calls Henry and warns him that agents are coming to catch him and that they think he and Molly are traitors. Henry and Molly realize they have to escape quickly, and Henry uses his knowledge of aliens to find a superbike that can travel at the speed of light. He takes Molly and Pony with him, and they make a daring escape, leaving the agents behind. Henry and Molly's bikes crash in the desert, and Henry asks Molly to show him the crystal that the royal alien gave her. Molly hands over the crystal, which suddenly transforms into a modern weapon. Molly suggests testing the weapon, and Henry agrees, but warns her to set the power to the lowest level. Molly uses the weapon, and even at low power, it causes massive destruction, creating a deep crater in the ground. They realize that the weapon is extremely powerful and potentially dangerous. Henry suggests returning to MIB and telling High T everything, but before they can leave, a small alien emerges from their bike and steals the crystal. The alien reveals that he plans to sell the crystal to Riza, a wealthy and powerful individual, in exchange for a large sum of money. Molly is worried about what to do next, but Henry reassures her that he knows Riza, who used to be his girlfriend. He explains that Riza lives on an island and they need to repair their bike and reach her as soon as possible. Henry repairs the bike and sets off towards Riza's island, leaving Molly behind. However, Molly decides to follow him by climbing the rocks behind him rather than riding the bike. She wants to keep an eye on Henry and make sure he doesn't get into trouble. As Henry approaches Riza's island, he goes alone to meet her, unaware that Molly is following him. Henry gives the gift to Pony, a small alien who was trapped in a jar, and Riza accepts it. However, she reveals that she knows why Henry has come to her island and refuses to give him the crystal. Riza summons a powerful and dangerous alien to take care of Henry, but he fights back and manages to take down the alien. Henry then runs upstairs to try and retrieve the crystal from Riza. Meanwhile, Molly reaches Riza and attacks her, but Riza is a skilled alien with 4 hands and is able to overpower Molly. On the other hand, Henry is faced with a giant alien who is Riza's bodyguard. Despite his strength, Henry is caught by the giant alien and brought to Riza. Riza orders the giant alien to kill Henry, but just as the alien is about to deliver the fatal blow, Molly recognizes the alien as the same one whose life she had saved in her childhood. Molly says a line that the alien had told her before leaving, and the alien recognizes her and spares Henry's life. The giant alien then points a gun at Riza and demands that she hand over the crystal. Riza is forced to give in, and she hands over the crystal to Henry and Molly. As they leave the island, they are confronted by the twins, who are determined to take the crystal from them. Molly is about to attack the twins with the crystal, but High T, the head of MIB, intervenes and tells her not to use the crystal. Instead, the MIB agents work together to eliminate the twins. Molly then hands over the crystal to High T, and they all return to the MIB office. However, Henry starts to suspect that something is not quite right. He tries to access the file on the twins' elimination, but it's been deleted. He goes to Agent C, a senior agent, and asks about the file. Agent C tells him that only the head of MIB can delete such a file. Henry and Molly realize that High T is not at the office, but has gone to the Eiffel Tower. They decide to follow him and head to the Eiffel Tower in their modern car. On the way, Henry tells Molly that he and High T had eliminated a hive alien on top of the Eiffel Tower a few years ago. Molly asks him how they killed the alien, but Henry can't remember anything. Molly realizes that High T must have erased Henry's memory of the event. Molly starts to piece together the evidence and comes to a shocking conclusion. High T may have been taken over by the hive aliens. She suspects that High T's heart and mind are under the control of the aliens, and that he may be working for them unwillingly. Both Henry and Molly now understand the true nature of the conspiracy. Henry and Molly reach the inside of the Eiffel Tower, where they find High T, the head of MIB. High T reveals that he has been searching for the crystal for a long time, and with its help, he plans to create a wormhole inside the Earth. Through this wormhole, he will summon his entire species to Earth, effectively taking over the planet. High T then transforms into his true form, a massive and powerful alien. Henry attacks him, trying to retrieve the crystal, but High T is too strong. Henry is no match for him, and High T creates a massive wormhole inside the Earth using the crystal. As the wormhole opens, Molly accidentally falls into it, and she finds herself falling into the depths of the underworld. Just as she is about to be killed, Pony, the tiny alien, uses a special gadget to pull her up to safety. Meanwhile, Henry is being held by High T, who is now in his alien form. Henry realizes that he can't defeat the alien in a physical fight, so he tries a different approach. He looks into the alien's eyes and says that he knows that High T, his friend and the head of MIB, is still alive inside him. He appeals to High T's good nature, saying that he would never let the Earth be destroyed. High T, who is still trapped inside the alien's body, starts to regain control over his mind. He begins to resist the alien's influence, and eventually he breaks free from its control. The alien releases Henry, and High T, now back in his human form, looks at Molly, who has just been pulled to safety by Pony. Molly finds the crystal and uses it to create a powerful weapon. She fires the weapon at the hive alien, destroying it and closing the wormhole that connected Earth to space. The destruction of the wormhole also kills the rest of the hive aliens who were trying to come to Earth. However, the victory comes at a cost, as High T, the head of MIB, is also killed in the process. Agent O arrives on the scene and congratulates Molly on a job well done. She informs Molly that she is now a permanent member of MIB and a permanent agent. Agent O also tells Molly that she has a new mission for her, but this time Molly will have to go alone. The reason for this is that Henry is being promoted to the position of head of MIB following High T's death. Before leaving, Molly says goodbye to Henry and gives him a special gift, her little alien friend, Pony. With that, the story comes to an end. Thanks for tuning in, guys.